What is this stuff? A concoction of blue and green with splatters of red and yellow. A moldy conglomeration with slithering tentacles and plate-like armor. It might just be so strange. It could be alien. Not a plant, not a mushroom, not a parasite. So what can it be if not more than one thing? As bizarre as it seems, what can we learn from this stuff called lichen? One word: symbiosis. Symbiosis is a relationship between multiple organisms living in proximity that is typically cooperative or mutually beneficial. As it turns out, lichens are a community of organisms, composed most commonly of a fungus providing the structure of the lichen, and a photosynthetic organism such as algae or a bacteria producing the food source. These organisms work together to survive. Combinations of two or more of these organisms can give rise to many distinct forms. The three main forms include foliose, which look flat and leafy, fruticose, which have a wiry branch-like appearance, and crustose, a flat and crusty form. There is a lot of evidence proving that symbiosis is the superpower of lichen. Lichens can be found in nearly every habitat and area on the Earth. Studies estimate that lichens cover roughly 6% of the surface of the planet. Lichens can be very resilient and can survive without water for months and can withstand freezing temperatures. Lichen specimens have been found that are at least hundreds of years old. So this stuff is pretty amazing. Yet, despite all this, just as lichen itself, ideas about symbiosis are strange to us. When phrases like survival of the fittest and competition dominate our scientific beliefs about nature, this has some implications on our society. Many people interpret these biological concepts and explanations for the way society is supposed to function. A fancy term called social Darwinism describes how survival of the fittest is applied to economy and government. While seeming logical, these beliefs often justify cutthroat capitalism, aggressive politics, and historic racism. But what if there is another way nature functions and survives? Along with lichen, there are many organisms that use symbiosis, mutualism, and cooperation as a means of survival. How could our society be if we didn't accept survival of the fittest as the truest, most natural, and only way of life? And how can our culture better adopt a spirit of cooperation rather than competition? We could always look to the age-old wisdom of nature as an example of the way things could be and have existed long before humans.